Welcome to another GCBASIC unpacking video, which is something I don't do very often, but this is looking specifically at the Cernu GLCD 7-inch GLCD, and this is really part of a series I'm going to be doing on how we're actually going to enable this very large device in a little microcontroller. Let's have a look what we've got. This is the box we're going to be looking at shortly. But I think we should just go back to the desktop and just see what we're actually dealing with here. So here's a help page. We're up on GitHub. It's actually a temporary page, but it's still there. It's available on the Great CalBasic GitHub pages, and it's for the 7-inch display. So what are we looking at in terms of this 7-inch display? If we click on what's called the black URL, and now this is the previous video was for blue PCBs. This is for a black PCB, and these are slightly different because they have different resolutions. These are 1024 by 600, and even though the picture's wrong, I just know that this picture's incorrect. It is a series of displays which have been updated. So I'll get rid of that. Of course, they are always changing things. So what is it? It's got LT7680A and a GT911 touch controller. And that is slightly different from the other 7-inch we've seen, so we're going to have to make changes to our drivers. So the library will have to support this particular type of LCD. What does this LCD do? It actually gives you touch and non-touch options. So there's an LTP, CTP, RTP, and NTP. And this is detailed over on the GitHub page. So I'm going to go over there and just show you that in a moment, okay? What does this thing do? It has a lot of capabilities in terms of usage. So let's just go back to our page that we were looking at previously. And here it is. It says here there's a table in here and around, and it's got the details for each of the options. And we're looking for the black PCBs. And the black PCBs are, there's 4 options in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a CTP, which essentially means capacitive touch, an NTP, and that means no touch. There's an LTP, which is a larger touch screen on the 7-inch display, and an RTP, which is actually using resistive touch and a different IC, which we're not actually going to be supporting. So you can support that yourself. It's not a problem. And essentially, I've given the URLs to go purchasing. So to purchase this one, AliExpress, click, away you go. That's exactly what I've got in this box. Let's have a look in the box. Now, I have opened this box with a knife so far, and it has been a real pain, okay? I have to rip the front edge of the box off. So here goes. There's a slightly twisted 20-way ribbon. That's the same as the other. Bit of cardboard that's fallen off the front, and I'll just throw this box away because I had to rip the front of the box off. I've not looked at this before. Now the box had a piece of damage in it. It actually had a whack on it. Let me go back to the box and just align that up. So that has a piece of potential damage in this area here. There's a piece of damage on the box itself. Right on the bottom, it's obviously been whacked at some point. So I'm going to look for some damage. But this is the display itself. Let's have a look at the front. It's quite boring. There's a 7-inch display. Let me do what I did before. I have a rule here somewhere. It's an old English rule, so we can see if it's 7 inches. And that is just shy of 7 inches. Now my rule might have grown, but that does not look exactly like 7 inches to me. That looks like 6 point something. Now that's slightly shorter than 7 inches. So that's strange, but I think they call it a 7-inch. You can see the reflection here of the camera. And on the back, we've got a PCB. We'll put it that way around. I will take a photograph of this PCB very shortly and put it up on the GitHub page because I couldn't find a suitable PCB photograph. There we go. There we go. That's got that a little bit better. Essentially what we've got is a 20-way connector here. We've got the same 20-way connector, and I'll be connecting to this, not through here. I may decide to go through here eventually, but I don't think so. I'll go through here. And there's another one over here, a P1, a small one here, and that is actually to load some defaults into a small IC on board, and it may then, when it powers up, actually hold that display. So looks very similar. Different edge connector here quite clearly because that goes into the LCD, and this is for the touch. So looks pretty similar. Actually, shall I get the others out? But we can't see them side by side because there's not enough space on my desk here. But that's it. That's all I wanted to show, was a quick view of unboxing of this device. And you can see it's slightly different and it's black. How exciting.